What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. Today we are doing Ark Survival Evolved, and as you guys know, we are back on the island map. So I did something kind of silly. Instead of bringing the boat so that I can take the stuff out of my old house, I brought my Argent. He's not going to be able to carry everything. I know he's not. So we are going to be a little picky as to what we are taking, and the rest we're either just going to leave for trash or demolish or just kind of abandon. I don't know yet. He can only carry 1508. I think he can have some stuff to crease on him, like metal and stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to be by much. And we do have a lot of metal here, but that's not really my biggest concern. Okay, so we're taking all the blueprints for sure. We're gonna need spark powder, so we'll take all that because it's pretty light. I'm not worried about the saddle. I'm not too worried about much of this food. We will take the eggs, any cooked meat we have, the raw meat because he eats it anyway, along with more spark powder, so the rest of the stuff will go bad. We can take a couple stacks of hide. Okay, he's at 219. Alright, what do we got in here? Not worried about the charcoal. I mean, we could use it, that's why I was saving it up, but I'm not worried about it. All blueprints, taking cementing base and crystal. Flashlight attachment we don't really need, not worried about that. We will take the silica pearls though. And we're taking all the seeds because I did build a greenhouse. Definitely taking all of the narcotic. So I told you guys that I wasn't going to go overboard with the place. It is full metal. It's a very, very open area, like open house. There's not really any doors on it other than the outside fence. I like the way it came out. Like I said, it is made out of metal. There were a couple spots. Ooh, taking all of this. There were a couple spots where the stuff didn't line up right, and it was extremely frustrating even with the admin commands. I just kind of hit it to where, like, if the fence didn't line up, then that's where I put like the behemoth gate, stuff like that. So you may or may not notice little things with the area. I went overboard with two things. One was the greenhouse. Since I had free roam to do whatever I want with the greenhouse, I made like basically a gazebo. It's pretty huge, not really needed, but it's also not taking away from anything I had in the other one. It's just bigger. The thing that I did go overboard with that I didn't have in the other one, in the Ragnarok map, I believe I only had 2 vaults. In this one I created a ton. There's probably about 10 there, but that is pretty much the only thing that I went, like I said, completely overboard with. Everything else is not really overboard. It's just kind of there. So if you guys don't like how much overboard I went, let me know. I'll delete some stuff. I got no problem with it. It was just easy to, you know, kind of add on, just because I was already in the menu. Everything was free. That's why I don't like using it. Oh god, I can't even carry 300 at a time. Let's see, how much is this on the bird? It's 150 on me, and it is... Okay, so it is half, because that was only a stack of 150, and it went up to 269 because there was already some metal on him. So I might be able to take all the metal. I guess we'll see here in a second. The only extra thing that I have that I just don't want you guys thinking that I'm lying. If you look down on the bottom left, I'm trying to make sure I'm saying my left and right. correct this time, because the last time I didn't realize it. I went back through my old video, and I caught parts where I was talking about the right side of the screen and I said left, or I was talking about the left side of the screen and I said right. I don't know if I'm dyslexic, guys. It's definitely a possibility, but hopefully I can edit that video. I still haven't posted it yet, but hopefully I can edit that video and catch all my mistakes in there. If not, then I apologize ahead of time. But what was I saying? I don't even remember now. Oh, so on the bottom left there, you guys can see a GPS in my inventory. That was actually found. I did not spawn that in. I found that on the way here to get the rest of this stuff. I found it in a yellow drop, but that is the only thing that I actually have that that you guys, I guess, aren't aware about. Everything else I'm not. I didn't hide anything. I don't have any extra tames. I didn't keep anything other than the like the vaults and stuff like that that I just told you guys about. All right, so his weight's going to be extremely close, taking all the metal, but we did get it all. So he's at 1322. My character is 55. Okay, so we might fly a little bit slow. Let's see. I'm not worried about the ghillie chest piece or anything like that. That's empty. That's empty. Oh, I must have missed that. Yeah, that's empty. Don't care. Don't... Wait, what side was it? Bronto, don't care. Don't care. That's a lot of charcoal gonna go to waste, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and take more hide and flint just because they're both very light. Same thing with the fiber and the chitin. And I'm not worried about any of that. Nope. Got stuck. Alright, so before I break this stuff down, let me see how heavy my bird is. Okay, we are pretty overweight. Let's see. So as you guys can see, my bird, like I said, can hold 1508. He's only holding 1427. But the closer you are to his max weight, the more it's obviously going to weigh him down. So let's throw out some of the fiber because we have tons of it, even though it's light. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of the hide because the mounts that we're going to get, like if we get a saber tooth or something, it should help us out with that. Let's throw out the raw metal. Throw out the extra pike. Don't want to throw out any of this. We have 2 kibble things here. Let's throw one of those out, even though they don't weigh anything. Throw that out. Wood, we can always get over there. Alright, so he's at 13 something. It's still a little slow. Let's see, anything else we can throw out? We can always get alpha T-Rex teeth later. I'm not worried about that. The eggs are actually very heavy. Let's throw them out. We still have the Anki. There was another egg somewhere. What was it? Parasaur. We can throw that out. Actually, all the spark powder is actually pretty heavy. Let's throw some of those out. We don't need that many. Alright, how you doing? Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, and the rest of the stuff we are just going to demolish. So if you demolish from the bottom, it should demolish everything on top of it. So there went the smithy. Yeah, that's the smithy. If you just come around here and you start demolishing all the floors, eventually all the ceilings and everything else will drop. You guys are going to see bags here. Those are the refining bin or preserving bin, and then the large storage things. And once I get rid of one of these or both of them, the entire building should collapse. I don't know about stairs. The stairs might actually stay there, but everything else should go away. There we go. Oh look, and there's, oh no, those are the eggs I dropped. I'll say they just laid some eggs. Okay, so when you're demolishing stuff, it does give you some of the stuff back. If I would have started at the ceilings and then broken down the walls, it would have gave me for those individually as well. It only gave me for the foundations I was destroying. So if you guys are destroying stuff and you want materials back, make sure you do it in the order that it needs to be broken down in. So don't do the floors, because then you'll miss out on everything that you're breaking down above it. Start with your ceilings and work your walls, and do, you know, individual like storages and stuff like that, and go from there. Alright, so this is gonna be a slow flight back, but I'll talk to you guys on the way there. There's actually a couple things that I want to point out. Over in the new area where I'm living, you guys have already seen it. You guys haven't seen the house yet, but you will. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. So over in that new area, I'm just going to start throwing some stuff out. Over in the new area, I did point out a few areas where you could get metal and stuff like that. So I had a couple stacks of metal. That'll help. There we go. Okay. So I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself. In the new area, where I was showing you guys where to get metal and stuff like that, there are actually two very high metal areas that I forgot to tell you about. One is up in the volcano. It's a little bit further from the other one, but it is a place for you to go. It is extremely hot up there. I believe I showed you guys up in the volcano before. If not, we're flying back that way anyway, so I will fly over it and show it to you guys. Be careful where you step. If you step in the lava, I don't think, from what I remember, unless I change it, I don't think going in lava in this game is insta-death. It's basically like extremely hot water. You will burn, you will die extremely fast unless you have really high health, but if you do have enough health, I believe you can actually swim out, and hopefully your character goes off fire and you can stay alive. So I believe it's possible to live from falling in lava if you have enough health, but don't quote me on that. I haven't fell in lava in a long time, and hopefully I won't. So that's just from my experience of falling in it before. And then there is over where the blue obelisk is, which I did not show you guys this at all, but over where the blue obelisk is, there's a mountain there. That is a peak of the snow mountain. There is metal everywhere there. That is the one that that I mainly should have pointed out to you guys, and I completely forgot about it. So there is tons of metal over there. I promise you guys there is. I'll show you guys the volcano, and then I don't have my otter with me. We'll see if we can fly through the snow and get to that peak without dying or whatever. If I can, I'll definitely show it to you guys. If not, then you guys will have to wait a bit until I can get the otter and head back over there. Like I said in the last episode, though, if you guys want to see me do any admin commands, or want to know how admin commands work other than what I showed you guys, let me know, and I'll walk you through whatever you guys are trying to do. The only time I've ever used admin commands before, which same as Minecraft, like especially in Minecraft, like messing around with redstone, or even in here trying to build something. If you're not playing on a solo server, or you just don't want to do the farming, I would not advise trying to build anything fancy. But like in Minecraft, like I was saying with the redstone, if you want to like test some stuff out and see how it works, then yeah, go for it. Go for you know, playing at your own leisure, doing creative, whatever. Obviously I'm not saying, I mean, it's your game. I'm not saying that if you guys aren't doing that you can't be in creative. That's ultimately your choice. I personally don't like doing it. I don't know, to me it takes the fun out of the game. Like there's no more adventure left, because you can basically do whatever you want. I guess that might be for some of you part of the adventure, like just, you know, like free will, but for me it's more like you're losing your creativity because you're giving everything up front. You're not working for anything. The excitement of grinding the gear, I mean, even though grinding is a harsh word, but grinding the gear and then earning whatever you're building, earning, you know, that satisfaction of getting something to work after all the hours you put in of trying to get something and it works. That is why I enjoy gaming, or at least part of why I enjoy gaming. Now, if that's not you, then I mean that's not you. That's not a big deal. I'm just letting you guys know why I don't like creative. But like I said, though, I will say this: doing the creative in this, using the admin commands, it's still not fun. It was extremely frustrating. Like I said, I had a hard time lining stuff up. I had a hard time trying to figure out what commands to use for certain things. When I was building the greenhouse, it was very frustrating for me. There's a lot of different greenhouse parts that even in the game I never unlock, like the little triangle pieces, because like I said, I kind of made it into like a pointed gazebo. I've never even unlocked that blueprint before, so trying to link it all together with the way the foundations and everything sit in this game, it was hectic for me. And I didn't really enjoy it. I like the way it came out. Didn't really enjoy it though. Okay, so right in front of us, that big mountain, I'm just stopping for stamina for a second. That big mountain, that is a volcano. Like I said, I believe I showed it to you guys, but if I didn't, I will right now. And then on the other side, that is the blue obelisk. It's actually pretty far out there. It looks closer than it is. Under the blue obelisk, directly under it, is where the other mountain peak is, where there's metal. There's more at the blue obelisk than there is here at the volcano, but since we're flying by the volcano anyway, I do want to show you guys where it's at. And then for those of you that don't know the way that the GPS works, you just put it in your hand by pressing whatever button it's in. Since I'm on my mount, I will have to go first person by hitting R1, and it gives you coordinates of where you are on the map. I don't have to press anything, it just updates as I'm moving around. If I stop, the numbers will stop. But this is a good way to find specific locations on a map. So if you're looking at your map and you're trying to find a cave entrance or something for one of the artifacts, or maybe you're playing with a friend and you guys are on a public server and you guys don't want anyone to know, and you're not in game chat obviously because you don't want other people knowing, but you know, you guys can text each other or use a PlayStation chat, or you know, whatever, Discord, you know, something where someone's not gonna hear you. You can give exact coordinations or exact coordinates to where you are so that they can actually find you directly, instead of being like, oh, I'm on top of this big mountain, and they don't know which mountain you're on or anything, and you're getting your latitude and longitude messed up. And so I mean, there's a lot of different things, but the GPS I don't usually use, but it does come in handy. Alright, so as you guys can see, the gold down there above my bird's head right there, there's a little bit there, over there, over there, and over there. This is all metal. There is there? Yeah, there's an entrance here. This is one of the boss fights. I believe it's the very last boss fight. There's actually a vase right there, one of the explorer notes. So there's also crystal here. So you can walk on this part right here. That over there where it's moving right here on the edge, that is the lava. You fall in there, you will start burning, it'll get hot. As you guys can see, I'm hot right now, but I'm not on fire. So you can walk across this. Just be very careful moving across, because sometimes it does kind of blend together and you don't really notice it. So but yeah, this right here, I honestly don't even know what you need to get in here, but this is okay. So you have to actually kill the three bosses in this on this map, which is the Broodmother, the Dragon, and Megapithecus, which is a giant King Kong looking monkey. But that is the last boss entrance for this map. And obviously if you stay here, it is like the snow, the heat will start hurting you just because it's too hot, so be careful with that. So down over there where you see that blue drop, the sand behind it on the beach over there, that is where we're currently living. Let me see if I can fly up in here in the snow without taking too much damage. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I don't think it's like Ragnarok where there's heat waves that come through, but sometimes the weather in the game is like, I guess, warmer than normal, and you can actually fly through the snow. Like, you'll get a little snowflake, but you won't get the full ice cube, or sometimes you'll even get the ice cube, but it won't start taking damage. So we'll see how far I can get in here, and it shouldn't be that bad. Well, never mind, it already says we're freezing. It's not taking health yet. We'll still give it a shot. There is actually a cave entrance below me. I don't know exactly where it's at. I believe it's right along that ridge where my head is right now. Right along that ridge somewhere. But there is an artifact down there. That is one of the harder caves to get in and out of. There's polar bears in there. What are they called? Okay, I'm taking damage. Yeah, okay, we're not going to do this. Let me go grab the otter and I'll show you guys. But yeah, it's like right below me actually, somewhere in this area. It's kind of a smaller cave. You have to crawl to get in a certain area and stuff, and I'll show it to you guys eventually. And then I also want to show you guys how to do map markers. I can't show you on the bird. For some reason it doesn't work when you're mounted. It's not that big of a deal, but it will actually come in handy. Like if you're using your GPS and say you want it to come right here, you can actually put down a map marker that will stay on your map. No one else can see it, and you can just leave it there. The only downside is I'm not sure how many actual map markers you can put on your map. I don't know if there's a certain number and then you're like maxed out and you can't do anymore, or if you could just do infinite. What I've done before, which I may or may not do in this one, I probably will, but it'll depend on when I actually start looking for the entrances to the caves and everything. But what I've normally done is I'll put the entrances to the caves as map markers on my map, and it's basically it just shows map markers so that I know where all the entrances are. So this is my house, like I said, full metal. It's extremely open. There is my giant greenhouse, which I think came out pretty good. As you guys can see, I have no hidden tames or anything anywhere. It's just my otter and my Anki down there, and then obviously the bird that I'm on. Like I said, the only thing I went overboard with was the greenhouse because of how big it is, and the what's it called? The vaults, which you will see right now. There are all my vaults. And just to show you guys, there's nothing in them. This is stuff that was on my bird. That is not like stuff that I'm hoarding or anything. It's just I emptied the bird out, other than all his food, just so I can carry more stuff. As you can see, they all say 0 of 350 where it says vault 0 of 350. I have nothing in any of them. I will probably rename them, like have ones with weapons, ones with narcotics, ones with, you know, whatever. I have 2 feeding troughs, one there, one over here, which I believe I only had 1, but I think this yard is a little bit bigger. That's just to cover all the dinosaurs that I plan on getting. Here is my smithy and my fabricator, which you guys know I had both of those. Here's the greenhouse. This thing was a pain in the ass to build, but I do like the way it came out. I don't even think I need this many water things, but it is keeping them all irrigated. And as you can see, where it's in the green at the bottom, it says greenhouse effect 300%. That I believe is the highest percent you can get for greenhouse effect. It just means that you're completely encased in the greenhouse windows. So, and then those metal walls I had to put there because if not, the slope part on top wouldn't work. So, and then I gave myself some of these lights, which I think I just did 1 per floor. None of them are powered because I have no gas. I did not give myself any gas. Come up here. This is my industrial forge. I mainly left this one out in the open because I learned from the last one that when we were trying to put iron in the forge just to smelt it, it was a pain in the ass because I had to build the wall in the side of the building and everything else, and I couldn't get close enough. So I figure if I just leave it here in the open, I can land the Anki here or even run them up the stairs and just drop everything in there. I had 4 forges in the other one. I only gave myself 2 in this one. I'm proud of that. I gave myself 2 generators just because in the other one I had 1 generator and I didn't think I had any generators, but I did have the solar panel, the windmill up on top, so I just gave myself the 2 generators. I didn't put anything in them. There's no gas or anything, that's why they're not powered. Here's my chem bench, which is also unpowered. I gave myself 2 preserving bins. I gave myself 2 refrigerators, which I think I only had 1 in the other one. Here is the industrial grill. Here is the cooking pot. I did not give myself the industrial cooker, even though I do have the recipe for it. I will build that separate. And then up here is my grinder, which you guys know was a pain in the ass to build. There is my 3rd light, and here are my bunk beds. And that is it. That is everything that I gave myself. Like I said, I have nothing hidden or anything like that. Just so you guys know, I didn't even put any food in the feeding troughs. They're completely empty. So being in creative, messing around in there, I think it did pretty good. Didn't go too overboard with anything other than the vaults. For you guys to do the water like this, I did the outside of this platform first, which was a pain in the butt. As you guys can see, I used triangle foundations. So I did the outside first, like the edge, the border, and then I placed, like, if you come up to the wall right here, or the floor, and you bring out one of these pipes, it will let you like slide it up and down. So I put it under the floor, and then I put a whole bunch in there. That's why I have so many coming out in there. I took it outside and I fed it right into the lake where the Hesperornis were and the Sarco. So it's right here. This is how I'm getting my water. You can also it's up to you guys. It doesn't really matter if you don't build this close to the water. It's not that big of a deal. You can also build water reservoirs depending on how much water you're using and stuff like that. Honestly, I've lived with quite a bit of needing water off of just 2 of them. It rains enough in the game so that they don't completely empty out. And then you can also, if you do have an industrial cooker, you can also hook up any water source, whether it's from the lake or from the water reservoir. You can actually hook that up to the industrial cooker as well, and you can use your water that way. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, is when you use a cooking pot, anything you cook, you have to have either water skins or water jars or something in here to put water in whatever you're cooking. Almost everything, well, not almost everything, I think everything takes water when you're cooking. So if you don't have water skins or water jars or anything like that, and you have the industrial cooker, if you hook it up to, like I said, either a water source like from a river or the water or the industrial, oh my god, the water reservoir, it will automatically feed water into it, and you don't have to worry about having those extra what's it called, the extra water skins or anything like that. Okay, so first things first, let's grab all the kind of light stuff. The meat's gonna end up going bad. Well, no, because I have some spark powder here. I can put it in a preserving bin. I was thinking about the refrigerator because I have no power for the refrigerators, like I said. And I don't know why I took everything. Should have only taken stuff that will go in there, or that should go in there, I should say. Okay. And for now, I'm not going to organize it. I'm just going to throw everything in the first vault. Which actually, I can walk my bird up under here because it's high enough. It'd be so much easier trying to transport the metal since I have like 900 or some crap. But of course I can still only do like a stack and a half at a time. Oh no, let me do 2 stacks, okay. It's funny though, I'm putting all the metal in here and I technically need it over in the smithy and the fabricator over there, but it'll be fine. Alright, take all of this. Blueprints. We're leaving the seeds for now. We're leaving the seeds because I'm going to go ahead and plant those on now. That way if you guys don't know how to do farming in this game, well actually crap, I can't even do that. Never mind. I need fertilizer for the seeds, so that is going to be a no-go. Seeds you do not have to refrigerate though, they will not go bad, so we're just gonna go ahead and take them out and put them in there too. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That sounds about right. 10 different seeds. I think I have 11 or 12 plots in there, which is pretty awesome. Okay, and the narco berries and like half of your meat we can throw in the preserving bin just to preserve some of it. And as you guys can see, I am a little cold in this area, so I don't think I even built over far enough. I mentioned that in the last video. If you build too close to the other side, you will start to get cold, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Especially if you have an otter, pick him up and go away. There it goes. There goes the icicle, so we don't have to worry about it. One of the other things is at night, even though you have an otter on, it may still be cold for you. So just keep that in mind as well. You can actually come here. You can throw your water jar or whatever you have in there and it will fill it up with water. These are the water taps. There are stone and metal ones. Obviously, since I did everything else out of metal, I did these out of metal. So technically I don't even think you need a doorway on this thing. Like I think if I break off this door, everything will still be 300%. Let me see, how many do I have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Wow, I have perfectly enough. And I could probably put a vault or something here in the middle, maybe a refrigerator to hold all the vegetables that'll be coming out eventually. Okay, so before we leave, let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. Fiber, hide, flint, half a stack of metal because I can't carry the whole thing. Put my water back down there. Wood, and I didn't get any thatch, of course not. I just wanted to repair my armor and stuff. It's not badly damaged, but it's damaged enough to where I should not be running around in it. So if I go to you, throw this in there. I don't think any of this needs thatch. Yeah. So you just highlight it, hit triangle, and it'll start repairing stuff. I will say this, when you're pulling out your armor, make sure you equip it outside of the inventory. What I mean by that is if I stay in here and I try to double click on it to equip it, it'll go back in here. I've done that so many times and I forgot, and then I just go running out and I'm completely naked and I have no armor, and I'm like, why'd I die so fast? It's because I've been naked. So also, you guys see my hair and my beard. You can craft scissors in the game. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned this. You can craft scissors in the game. If you cut your hair and your beard, you will be completely bald. There are different hairstyles, but you will be completely bald, and when it grows back in, that's when you'll have your new hairstyle. You can do mohawks, long hair, stuff like that. But the hair that you get from this actually works like pelt. So if you guys need pelt, you can constantly cut your hair and get hair from yourself and use it as pelt. It's not as efficient as actually getting pelt though. So if you guys need pelt, I would not suggest just waiting for a haircut every time, because the hair does take a while to grow back, so it will take a bit. Okay, now stop my otter on, right? I do. Okay, so we're gonna pick him back. Oh wait, he has a level. What am I picking up? Oh, probably stones under the thing. I didn't clear out the whole place underneath, that's why there's still plants and everything over there. Alright, we're going to give you a level in health. Well, no, we'll do weight. Okay, pick you up. Jump back on the bird. Scrape my head walking out. And let me go show you guys this metal. Actually, since we're going over there, I will take the Anki too. Well, I'll show you guys how much metal you could potentially get. I can't remember how, oh, and it's still cold. This is what I meant by you do have to be careful, because even though I have the otter and everything and it's nighttime, it's still cold for me. I'm slowly losing health, so we will have to be a little bit careful. It does look like it's turning into a snowflake, so maybe it's almost daytime. The snowflake, I believe I shouldn't be losing health. Yeah, it's going back up. Okay, so what I was saying though is I'm not sure how much weight the Anki can carry. You may or may not be able to pick up all this metal, but it is quite a bit. And either way, like I said, it's extremely lucrative up here. I don't think there's anything up by the obelisk that'll attack you, but that is not a guarantee. I have seen other stuff at other obelisks. I just don't remember if there's anything up at this one. I don't ever remember seeing anything, but you can start moving down the hill and get metal there too, but once you start moving down the hill, then you're outside of kind of like the safe range or whatever, so that's where you may run into some of the nastier dinosaurs, like the wolves or the what are they called? The ones that burrow under the ground, the polva, whatever they are. I can't even think of what they're called now. Alright, so right down in here, they're all covered in snow obviously, but the majority of these rocks in this area are metal. So let's go ahead and drop our Anki. Let's go ahead and land our bird. Jump on this guy. Looks like he has a level 2, or she. Give her some weight. She's at 844. And we are taking cold damage, I believe. Let's see. Drop that stone. Okay, if we are, it's slightly, because it keeps changing back to a snowflake. So let's just go ahead and grab as much as we can while we're here. These are, the majority of them are rich veins. So like I said, it's very easy to get metal here. It's one of the best spots in the game that I've found. There are pretty good spots in other areas too, but this is one of the best in my opinion. So if you're playing on a PvE server, which actually that's another thing I messed up on the other video. I was talking about a PvE server and I said PvP, and then I think I did it vice versa later on. So hopefully I can catch that and edit that too. But if you're playing on a PvE server, or you're playing single player or anything like that, then you definitely want to farm this area for metal and stuff. And it looks like we're actually already almost full. We might have some stone we can drop. Yeah. Okay, drop all this stone. Stone on your Anki is going to weigh more than your metal, just because, like I told you guys before, the metal on your Anki is like a fourth of what it would be on anything else, which is why the Anki is your best metal carrier. I believe it's half on the Argent. There's crystal here, but the crystal is not halved on the Argent or the Anki, so if you guys will need crystal, you can grab some. I just would not suggest taking too much of it. I don't know if these are metal. It looks like I'm getting a little bit of metal out of them. Mostly flint and stone, so that's probably not even close. And obviously if you guys come up here during the daytime, you'll be able to see a lot easier which ones are metal. Like this one in front of me is metal. You can usually tell, if you guys have played the game long enough, you can usually tell by the way the rocks are shaped whether they're covered or not. Believe this one over here is metal, or at least it has metal in it. I don't think it's this one. I think it's the one behind it. Yeah, this one. There we go. And then the one next to that crystal is also metal right there in front of us. Let's throw out the excess stuff. We're probably going to get a little crystal out of this. And then honestly, that big one right there in front of us, I don't know if that's metal or not. It might be. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it is. Oh no, I take it back. That might have been from the previous rock we were hitting. Oh no, wait, maybe I started hitting that one. Okay, well that's not even one we can hit. So that's that. I'm not worried about the mushrooms. We will keep the little bit of crystal because I think we threw out the little bit that we did have anyway. Our health is still good. When you come to cold airs, you don't have to worry about your dinosaurs' health. They will not take damage for being too cold. Now, if you dunk them in lava, they will take damage from that. But from being cold, none of the dinosaurs in the game will take damage. None of them. Give you a little bit more. Okay, so he's almost full on his come on, there you go. He's almost full on his carrying capacity. We're gonna max him out to where he can't move because the bird can carry a lot more, so the bird should still be able to pick him up even if he can't move. So we're gonna grab this one right here to the left and maybe the one on the right. Oh, there's two on the left. Nice. And I believe that little one right there above my head is obsidian. That is also something that is not halved, I believe, but I could be wrong about that. We can hit both of these at the same time, so we'll find out here in a second. Alright, yeah, our Anki is donezo. He can't walk anymore. Oh, can I hit that other one? Am I hitting it? I'm not hitting it. Can I move it all? Nope. Let's see if we drop this. Okay, so it's 81 on him, 81 on me, so it's not halved at all. But we could use a little bit of obsidian. We can't move though. So that is perfectly fine. We're just going to go ahead and get out of here. We have quite a bit of metal. So we're going to come over here, pick him up, and we're out of here. So I didn't pay attention to how much we actually got, but it looked like quite a bit. I cannot see anything at all down there. I don't even know if we're flying the right way. I think we are. Let's take a look at the map. No, we're not. It is all the way on the other side. That is probably down there where the icebergs are. Okay, so it should be this way. It is so dark right now. Hopefully the darkness in this game isn't too dark for you guys. I know a lot of time YouTube will either decrease or increase or whatever, like the actual visual effects, you know, whether it's like whatever the quality it is. I believe I have the quality set pretty high, but it still doesn't mean that it won't be reduced when it transitions over to my editing tool, and then from there to actual YouTube. So hopefully it's not too dark for you guys. If it is, let me know and I will work on turning up the gamma some more, or just trying to lighten the screen effects in general. Should be fine though, but I believe you guys can see exactly what I can see, no more no less. But like I said, not a guarantee, so fingers crossed. If not, hopefully you guys are at least sitting around listening to me talk, because I have such a great voice that's not raspy at all. When we get over here, I will stop for a second so I can save this video clip, because we are coming up on our marker. But I am going to land the Anki right in front of this forge, just so I don't have to walk him up the stairs. Her, I keep calling it a him, and I missed anyway. Well, kind of. Can you get up there? Oh, don't tell me I can't even mount you right there. Actually, I shouldn't. Here we go. This will work. Perfect. Oh, and look at that. I still need gasoline too. Okay, let's do something else real quick. We're going to take the crystal out. We have the obsidian and the flint. We're going to go drop this stuff off on the smithy. That way I don't keep picking that up. Then we'll come back up here and grab the rest of the metal, so we can possibly grab more than the... No, I was going to say possibly grab more than 2 stacks, but I guess not. Now all I'm doing when I go in here in the dinosaurs inventory, if you hit L1, it takes as much as it can out of the inventory. So it's just giving me the 2 stacks even. I am, what, 102 I believe? Level 102, so maybe eventually I will be able to put more weight on my character. I don't even know what my stats are at right now. I think it's just 300 for weight, yeah. But I also wanted to do one more in my health to get that to 250, so we'll see. But let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 12, 13 stacks of 300. Whoever's good at math, that's how much metal I have, plus another 270. So not bad. And let's get you off there. Perfect. And let's save this video clip real quick. Alright, video clip saved, and it looked like... yeah, no, that's not a heart. That's the feeding trough symbol. I was going to say there must be a male in the area somewhere walking around. There are Ankis that spawn over here, so I figured maybe one was outside or something. Okay, so you need food, so let's clean up the yard real quick, because the bird has meat, the otter has meat, but I don't think you have any berries on you. So let's go ahead and get you some berries and clean up this yard. Now, since my yard is so big, I don't know if any of these plants will spawn back on the inside. I do have like the spawn radius turned down so that stuff still spawns close to my building structures, but because it's actually fenced in, I don't think it will happen. So I guess we'll find out on that. Alright, now I don't need any of the seeds because I have them all. Let's throw all the seeds out, because you have no use for them in your inventory. Same thing with the stem berries. And then we will take these and these, because you won't eat either one, and we will put them up in that preserving bin. So the Mejo berries, the purple ones, I hope I'm saying that right, Mejo berries, whatever you want to call them. When you're taming the herbivores, that is the best berry that they like. You can also feed them like sweet rolls or something like that. I don't remember how to make them, but you can feed them sweet rolls. But the berries, if that's all you have, the Mejo berries are the only ones that they will eat while they're being tamed. Well, the best ones that they'll eat while they're being tamed, not the only ones. From there, you can feed them whatever else, but it's the only time that they'll eat these berries. So like if I left just these berries on him, he probably wouldn't eat them unless he was absolutely starving. He had nothing at all else. Since he has all these other berries, that's why I took all the other ones off him. And I keep calling him a he, but it is in fact a she. So apologize. So I showed you guys all of that. Showed you guys my new house. Let's go get some oil so that we can start making some gasoline. So like I said before, there's some right over here, guys. Right here it's only like maybe 2 of these rocks, 1 of these rocks. So there's not much here, but it's a decent little chunk. So when it rains in the game and you're in the snow, this is what it sounds like. It's just exaggerated winds and it will start snowing. You can still fill up your water jar if you need to. So right now if I had drank some of my water, well, it's just filling it up. If I would have had drank some of my water and needs to fill it up, it would actually fill it up. If you fly out of the snow, you will actually see that it is raining. Where's the rain? There it is. So that's just so you guys know, because I'm not sure if I ever pointed that out or if you guys even knew about it, but either way, now you do. So we're gonna grab quite a bit of oil. I grabbed a little bit that was there, and that was actually quite a bit, but we're gonna grab more. We have 249. There is a pack of wolves attacking, actually wolves and those little warthog things attacking some ankylosauruses. And honestly, I was thinking about it. I told you guys I was going to show you some more dinosaurs. I don't know if there are any... Oh, look, there's a another explorer's note right there. I don't know if there are any more that you guys have not seen on this server other than like maybe the bosses, but I wouldn't really call them dinosaurs. So if you guys see anything that that I don't point out and it's something I didn't point out and you guys want to know what it is, please let me know. Hey, this part of the video you passed over this freaking weird looking thing and I want to know what it is. I will gladly go back, watch the video, and talk to you guys about it in either the comment section or in that video or the next video or something. Either way, I will respond to you guys. So, or if you guys know of a creature that's in the game and it may or may not be on this map and you guys want to know about it, like for instance the Ravagers on the Aberration map, I can actually start up an Aberration map and at least show you guys what they look like and their cool features. They can actually, they're like hairless wolves basically that can walk on like vines and stuff. It's pretty crazy. They're really cool, but I believe that is the only map that they're on. It's an underground map, but it's pretty cool. I like it. It does have a lot of different stuff in there that some of these other maps don't have though, like a lot of weird crap. I still don't see that many penguins on here. I wonder if they took them off this part of the island or this part of the iceberg. Yes, I'm literally grabbing tons of oil, guys. Oil does not weigh that much, and especially if it's easy to get like this, it's wondrous. Like it, one of the best things in the game to get easy supplies like this. Especially oil. I think the only thing I use it for is gasoline. Maybe other stuff in other maps, but in this one it's pretty much gasoline. So that's why I took a lot of the I mean, I know I throw some of it out, but that's why I took a lot of the hide as well, because I believe it's just oil and gasoline. You throw that in a forge, you let it cook, and somehow it turns into gasoline. I'm not sure how that works. I don't understand the processing in the game, but hey, it works, so that's what I do. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the map markers. Like I said, I can't do it while I'm mounted. Let me land over here real quick at the house, and I will show you guys how to do map markers. They're not hard, very, very easy. If you're on Xbox or PC, I apologize, I don't know what the button is. It's going to be whatever is equivalent to square, which is the leftmost button on the right side of your controller. So I think X or B or something like that. I'm not sure on Xbox. I don't play it, so... Okay, so if you bring up your map, all you do is hit square. And then it brings up your latitude, your longitude, and you can even paint like the little marker a different color if you want. So like say I want to try to mark right here where I'm at. So latitude is going to be 40. And longitude is going to be, we'll call it 18. And then you can name your marker. We're going to do me, and then you do accept, and close enough. So that is how you do map markers. Like I said, you can name them whatever. Now when you bring them up, I think it just has me because I'm there. Here, hold on. Let's add another one real quick. So we're gonna do a random one. Let's do like 33 and 27, just so you guys can see it. We'll change the color of it, and we will do them for an enemy or something. It should show the name of, yeah, there it goes. It should show the name of the actual marker. Now what I used to do is I would actually come in here and I would type in the exact latitude and longitude. The problem is it will not let you put like 33.4 or anything like that, so you'll have to figure out how to do it. The way I did it, like say something was 33.4 and 54.4, I would do 33 and 54 for latitude and longitude, and then down here in the name I would put like Skylord Artifact Entrance, and then I would do 4.4. So now I know that that first 4 is going to go with my latitude, and the second 4 would go with my longitude. So like I said, kind of a pain in the butt, but it is possible to kind of finagle around and stuff. So that's how you do map markers, guys. Alright, we're going to grab as much oil as I can take. Almost all of it. And we're going to go up here. I'm going to throw it into here. And we're going to start making some gasoline. Let me go grab some more hide. I honestly don't know how many oil it takes to how many hide. I think it's like 1 to 5 or something like that, or maybe 2 to 5. I don't remember. But every so much hide and every so much oil will make like 5 gasoline or something like that. And I need wood or something to burn. And of course I don't have any. I think the only wood I had I threw in the smithy. Yeah, 95. That's not really going to be enough. Alright, let's jump out here. We're going to grab some trees real quick, and we're just going to do thatch just because we can get it quicker and we can actually hold more of it. Oops, I hit my bird. I hear a dodo. Now those wolves that you guys seen over here attacking the oh look, another Hesperornis. attacking the Ankies. They do come out this way. Like I said, you can have stuff come up to you. Yesterday when I was actually building this, even with the admin commands on, I had a few sets of footsteps just kind of sprinting at me, and I was like, okay. And it was dark, I couldn't really see anything. It ended up being a couple of saber-tooths. I took them down pretty easy. It was not that big of a deal, but I just want to let you guys know that they will attack if you're outside and they see you. They do wander over this way. So, and obviously the closer you get to that big rock, the more chances you are of, the more chances you're going to have of aggroing something from that side. And then sometimes, like I said, they do just wander this way in general. So just something to keep an eye out for. Make sure you guys aren't caught off your toes. Or off your game, whatever you want to call it. We're actually going to do both of these. So we're going to take some of the hide, some of the oil, and we're going to throw it in there. I believe that's all it is, just oil and hide. Let's give it a second and see if gasoline starts developing. It'll take like maybe 20-30 seconds, I think. If it doesn't, then we might need to add something else. Oh, there we go, gasoline right there. So it looks like it took 5 hide and 6 oil, because it didn't take oil from here, it took it from here, from the looks of it. Actually, this one had full stacks. Let's see over here. So 6 oil, 5 hide. I think that one was already 99. So yeah, 5 and 6, and it makes 5 gasoline. That's not bad. All this stuff is fine because there's a spark powder in there. Alright, so we'll just let that cook up. It won't burn the gasoline while it's in the forge. The gasoline is only used for stuff that is gasoline powered. Since the forges are not, at least these ones anyway, the refining forges, they won't actually use the gasoline. So you could let that thing cook all the way. It'll burn out all the thatch, but it won't actually start burning the gasoline. This guy, on the other hand, does take gasoline, as you guys know. Since we have a whole bunch of metal in here, that's why I threw it in there, and we're going to go ahead and cook that up. So... but this is what I was talking about when you're running your own server and you're playing on your own server. So like now, see, it's a little uneven. So like now when I log off, all this stuff is still going to be cooking, but it's going to come to a halt because the server's not constantly running. So that's why it is easier to play on another server if you guys are just doing whatever. But I mean, if you guys don't mind and you actually like that it pauses, which can be good because now I don't really have to worry about feeding the or filling the feeding troughs too much, because every time I log off, my dinosaurs are not going to be starving. They're just their food's going to be halted, everything's going to be halted, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. But it is a plus if you have someone that is running a server for you, or if you're running your own separate server by whatever means. Actually, I don't need you. I just want to get rid of this bush over here. I was going to use him to do it, but I don't want to damage the feeding trough, which I don't even know if I would, but still, just be easier to do it this way. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. I don't have too much more to show you. I will try to start taming some creatures. I may or may not do that on or offline, depends on what I'm taming, where I'm taming it, and stuff like that. If it's something that I think you guys might want to see, or if it's a new tame that I haven't tamed before, or a different way of taming, which I don't think there's any more different ways. I showed you guys a passive tame with the otter. I showed you guys how to tame just these two. I don't think there's any other way to really tame something. The Troodons, but I've never even been successful with that. The Troodons are a pain in the ass. You basically have to have tames, and you capture the Troodon in a pit or however you want to capture them. You can't like bola them or anything like that. They have to be like able to free roam and move around, and you basically throw your tames in there and let them kill your tames, and that's how you tame them. At least that's how it was described to me. Even watching videos on it, that's how it was described, and I have never been able to successfully do it, and honestly I think it's kind of cruel. So I don't want to go tame 20 dodos just to feed them to one Troodon, and he may or may not tame. I never had the tame bar go up, and it's killed stuff before, and maybe I was doing it wrong, or maybe it was just bugged at the time. I don't know. Either way, it was brutal, and I didn't like it, and I don't like Troodons anyway. So that was that. There's other passive tames where you got to kind of sneak up on them, but it's basically the same as the otter. You just come up behind it, feed it whatever you have in your inventory, and it works the same way. But like I said, there may or may not be something else out there that I can't think of at the moment that is tamed differently. If I come across it and I decide to tame it, I will make sure to put it in a video for you guys. But if it's anything out of the ordinary, I will try to put it in the next video. If it's something that's just, oh, you guys have seen me tame a Thylacoleo in the last video. Well, actually, I don't think you guys seen me do it, but you guys seen me have one. So I probably wouldn't put that in the video, even if I tamed one. It all depends. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want me to hunt down something and try to tame it, sure, I'll do that. Hopefully it's not a Troodon though. But if it is, sure, I'll give it my best, guys. But like I said, I have been unsuccessful with those little bastards, and I don't like them anyway. So even if I did tame one, I'd probably end up killing it just because they're super annoying. But yeah, thanks for joining me today, guys. If you like what you see and you're a subscriber, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber and you like what you see, still hit the like button, but also hit the subscribe button. If you don't like what you see, that is perfectly fine. I have no judgment to any of you whatsoever. I don't know any of you. You don't really know me. I make videos the way I make them. You guys do or don't have to watch. It's up to you. But if you don't like it, that's fine. Hit the dislike button. I have no problem with that. The only thing I ask is if you're hitting the dislike button, at least let me know why you're disliking the video. Maybe my ending, like right now, is too long. You don't like the way I flew up to that mountain because it was crooked and I was cold, or you don't like my raspy voice because I have had throat problems lately. Whatever the case may be, you don't like that I used the admin commands to get however many vaults are right here. My point is, guys, give me criticism. Give me some type of feedback, whether it's positive, negative, anything like that. Put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the videos. If you guys want me to do anything else in the game, like you guys want me to try something else, maybe something I've never tried before, that's fine. Put it down in the comment section as a suggestion, a comment, a criticism, whatever else. It doesn't matter. The only thing I ask is that, like I said, you guys leave a comment for me. Let me know what you guys think of my videos. Good, bad, ugly, great, whatever. Either way, I'm basically asking for feedback. That doesn't matter what kind of feedback, as long as I'm getting some feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys don't like the videos, you guys don't want to subscribe, whatever, that's fine too. Thank you for coming and at least watching this one video. I do appreciate it, because I still, you guys still gave me at least one view. You actually watched the video all the way through because you're hearing me talk now. Or even if you skip through it but you're listening to me talk, at least you're sticking around and be like, okay, this guy, he's like trying to figure stuff out, and I am. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this one. And like I said, you guys have any info, suggestions, anything like that, please leave them down in the comments, no matter how good or bad. And I appreciate your time that you guys have given me today. And in the future, if you give me any more time, then I appreciate that as well. But that's going to be it here, and I will see you guys in the next episode.